Hello, ladies and gentlemen, this is Benjamin Breaker Novotny, and we are now about to dive into game number 1 between Team Dignitas and Flipside Tactics. I do want to highlight, however, that, sorry about that, a little bit too loud. I do want to highlight, however, that Na'Vi versus Flipside was, well, you definitely want to see this if you're from the Ukraine and you really enjoy that. So maybe go back and watch the VOD for that one. But it was something amazing, really. There's no other way to put it. There's no other way I can put it into words for you guys. But both players at one knife, that's all it's going to take to, one right click to determine who's going to get the right to choose. And it looks like that's going to go to Dignitas. Alright, so Overpass, I wouldn't say very CT-sided map, but definitely slightly CT-sided map, as it is a very quick rotate from bomb site A to bomb site B, and it looks like Dignitas will be opting for the CT side. And here we go. Uh-oh. There's been a disconnect, however. Alright, so maybe it was a crash of some sort or another, but right now we only have one observer, and that just says to me that there's going to be no, what's the word I'm looking for? It's hard to put into words. No coaches, at least initially in this game. Gonna wait a little bit of it's gonna take a little bit of time to get this underway, but you know, no harm, no foul. There we go. Okay, so freeze time pause has been canceled, and now we're about to dive into the game. Any upgraded pistols? P250? What? No, P2000. Okay, so Dignitas in this position, what they're playing for is no plant from the enemy team. That means they have significantly less time to get the defuse if the bomb is planted, and it's gonna be 3 of the boys on to bomb site B, already opening fire towards statue and playground, and no one's taken any damage just yet from either side. It's gonna be who? MSL making the opening frag of the round, so they're already 1 man up. They're now heading to restrooms, as to say World Edit, as well as Bondic. I do apologize. Let me get that back in. Sorry about that. But Rubino is waiting on site, probably one of the stronger players on the team. KRB now is rotating towards bomb site B. Interestingly enough, they're trying to determine where that poke is coming from. That says to me that they haven't really spotted where the bomb is. Rubino will make the opening frag of the round. Bondic gets one to his name in a refrag. That'll be KRB getting one. Looking for the second. Not quite able to get it just yet, but Bondic just going absolutely savage on bomb site A. It's going to be Markelov following it up and getting a double kill to his name. More than enough time for the bomb plant. The question is, where will they plant it? They're still a little bit apprehensive at bomb site A, but hearing the plant. 3 bullets. That's all it takes, and Config gets Bondic's head, but Markelov, he comes in for the refrag and a triple kill to his name. Now it's going to be 4 CZs, a Deagle, and 2 armor vests coming out from Team Dignitas. This could be, I don't want to say lackluster. I really don't want to say that, but it's not looking like the anti-eco round that they're looking for, really. But we have to give them the benefit of the doubt and see how things go with this. They are rather bunched up in close, tight angles underground. We will be seeing a refrag after we see Markelov getting the opening frag onto MSL, so it's a trade with the weapons they have. KRB, although taking first shot from his target, will actually come out on top. So back to 3 versus 3. KRB gonna get a second to his name, and there's only 6 bullets remaining in his weapon. He might want to consider jumping up there and taking that AK-47. Using it as bait is not viable under this circumstance. Indeed, he will get the AK. He's got the armor. He's gonna roll with the aim punches, and that should be more than enough. But World Edit gets a refrag and a headshot. So KRB and that AK are gone. Nothing to protect the melon, but of course he only had 46 HP. I think that would have still dealt a lethal blow to him. Old trickaroo, however, we do see Bondic headed to bomb site B with the bomb, and there's the plant. Never being too careful. That's a very good choice coming in from Flipside Tactics. And on top of that, what it does is it plays with Team Dignitas heads just a little bit. So now if Tensky wants to get the defuse, he's going to have to go to B, but it looks like he's not doing that. He's going to try and hold on to the AK. He's now venturing his way out of a long, but he could get back-ended by who but Bondic. He's in ATM room right now. He's got to turn to his right. Can hear footsteps. Oh my god, I'm gritting my teeth. Oh my! I knew that was going to happen, and after I lost sight of that minimap, it just, oh boy. Poor Tensky, he couldn't hold on to that AK. That's all he wanted. That's all he wanted. And they both turned the corner at the same time, so I mean it's questionable whether or not, if he had seen Bondic coming, would he have actually been able to keep that AK in his hands. Rushing up mid, getting aggressive now with the pistols. You actually see MSL getting the opening frag of the round, but they're taking a lot of damage from this. Blade getting a triple behind this, and he's looking for the quad. Tensky, T250 on hand. Unable to hit anything, but those, you know, they did a solid amount of damage, but no frags to match. And that is going to be Shara denying the ace to Blade. I like this bold decision by World Edit to go for the SSG as opposed to continuing with the AK trend. I mean, really, it's a scope. It's got slightly rapid fire and only one bullet to the head. That's all it takes to take down your target, really. But the accuracy is still something to be aware of when you are at close quarters, even close quarters with your target. Can be difficult at some points. Shara waiting outside of Monster, doesn't want to go venturing into tunnels just yet. Playing perhaps for some kind of an overextension coming from the CT side. Already at mid, we see it's a 1-for-1 trade. Rubino stays on top of it, however, and Blade is taken down after getting refrag on the KRB. Tensky working quite well underground, taking down Markelov. Four versus 2 right now, and it's turned into something very difficult for the CT side. I'll be back in just one short moment. I do apologize. Alright, something came up at my place. That's alright. Still 4 versus 2. 13 seconds remain. World Edit's going to try and plant the bomb outside of what could be a drug dealer's home, but I think this is the highlight of the round. Bondic coming, or Config coming in here with a nice surf. He will find Bondic, but will he win that duel is a very good question. It looks like no, and Flipside Tactics holds on to their weapons just a little bit longer. KRB looking like, I think this is smoke for water connector. We're about to find out. Okay. I was wrong. That one's outside of Monster right now, so kind of shutting down any kind of B play. Blade, I think he just now saw KRB, but KRB didn't see him. MSL caught by that frag. I'm not sure what KRB was thinking there. But now they are getting aggressive here. Gonna go right outside of Monster, and I don't... You know, I think they're about to... They get a ton of information with that. They're like, hey guys, no one's at B. Be very careful at A. And they're not really pushed up into restrooms right now. That is to say, only Tensky is venturing in there. We do see that Rubino does have an AWP in hand. A stat coming on with Bondic on top. We will find Tensky there, and now Rubino is in a very hot spot. He gets one. He's looking for a second. World edit, tossing that smoke, getting ready to make his entry off of long A, along with Blade. Looking for that entrance. Just really looking for it. Boom. Blade, Bondic getting their refrags, however. It looks like Flipside might just be taking this. This round is theirs. And Bondic, oh man, with the double kill. Oh, I'm sorry, triple kill. I do apologize. This is turning out to be very flip-sided. Pun intended, pun intended. I don't know what to say at this point. I mean, these guys, they're playing much, much stronger than expected, but I can't say... I'm kind of at a loss for words. No one, I think, would have come into this thinking that we would see Flipside Tactics winning. However, we do see... It's not the end of the first half yet. They haven't really reached their desirable threshold of rounds either. But, it's been 2 for 2 in the exchanges, but now Rubino's bringing it back. He's looking for that AK. Will not get a second frag, will be denied, and all those bullets miss as they try to impact Blade. 2 versus 2. Firepower and armor, as well as, well, weapons advantage. Armor, HP, everything is in favor of Flipside right now. Manpower is really the only difference. I mean, these weapons could potentially be one-shot killers, but it really depends on how close you are with a P250. Gotta say that Muerto skin looks pretty cool. Point disarray. AK looking for someone's head. 45 seconds remain, and these guys are... They're essentially sandwiched right now. They can't go in or out of underground through this location without running into some kind of trouble. So now they've made a choice. They're going with bomb site B. And it looks like they're about to come up on config. Where is he right now? There it is. Bondic finds him. He says, bomb site B, bro. Bomb site B. Bomb site B. Tries to fire with the P250. 10 HP. You know, for as a little investment as they put into this round, it's to their advantage to try. But KRB with 10 HP, I think he realizes, you know, it's good if I can get some money and hold on to an AK. That's all I want. It looks like the flip side of things are not going to be gambling with this round. Not going to try and throw any weapons that they don't need to. Just going to try and hold on to this round with their lives. KRB might be looking for someone who would potentially try to chase him. But this round definitively belongs to Flipside Tactics. 5-1. I know early on I did say that this is a CT-sided map, but this is, you know, a little bit situationally speaking. One reason that I can think of, for example, is the very fact of the matter that if you're rotating from bomb site A to bomb site B, you're going to be on bomb site B very, very quickly. If, of course, you know that there's no one between bomb site A and B from the enemy team. Of course, that would be a very awkward situation. How would that happen? At any rate. Well, I guess maybe you could look at what was this? What was that guy's stream? Was it Tarek who got spawned on the CT side with the bomb, and then he retried to the server, and then the bomb was stuck on the CT side. Oh boy, that's Shara getting a refrag. Back to 4 versus 4. Getting aggressive here. You know, Shara takes a lot of damage here, but he's doing it like a trooper. It's 4 versus 3 now. Looks like a slow and steady commitment towards bomb site A, but of course, our bomb carrier is rather close to mid. Rather close to connector. He's going on picnic tables right now, and KRB shuts down Bondic at underground. Markelov getting noisy here. He's turning the corner against Rubino. Will win that duel without taking any damage. Tensky going to be watching long A. Will edit. Oh, does take 2 bullets from that Deagle. Returns 1 with an AWP through a metal surface. His target will survive. And that's a spray from Markelov, finishing things off. 24 HP on both of these guys. A nice triple kill to his name. Four AKs and AWP. Team Dignitas going in with a full rifle buy. They might be able to turn it around on this peculiar round. But with the World Edit opening up with sick headshots like that, it's just hard to call. Giving them a leg up already. Dignitas not looking too great right now. KRB in a heated position, not meant to be a pun, but it's the truth. We now do see that Shara's going in, and that is going to be Blade getting another for his time. Rubino. Let's get an AWP kill. But now I think it's time for Dignitas to back off, and even they would agree it's 2 versus 4 in this peculiar position. It's not looking amazing for them. Might be able to capitalize on some exit frags. That's what Rubino looks like he's doing for the time being. Tensky, looking for anyone who might be chasing him, will do it. This turns out to be more expensive for Flipside than it needs to be. You realize the max loss bonus should be there very shortly for the CT side. Look at that. Okay, so add 2,900 to everyone's bank, and that's what you've got for Team Dignitas. 2 versus 2 at the end of the round, so weapon drops should be coming in, and maybe some kinds of purchases. AWP was actually bought and dropped for Rubino. Like, come on, guys, hold it together. And he's really been the only one who's able to keep a positive ratio on his team thus far, which isn't very bad, considering they've lost 7 rounds in a row. And he's died 6 of those rounds. I wouldn't say 7 rounds in a row, excuse me. His team's lost 7 rounds, and he's died 6 of those rounds. Shara opening things up with a walled headshot. Blind fire through Pinewood. Will not get anything. KRB will. Does reveal his position, however. Four versus 5, and looks like they're still committing towards the push to B. World Edit avenges his fallen Blade teammate. 3 versus 4 in this position now. And Shara, I wouldn't say is a worm on a hook, but they're looking for someone who can take the lead of entry fragger right now, as they are very low HP. Do you see a drop by, I think that was KRB into water? Yes, it was. Tossing a flashbang into sight now. We see KRB, very low HP. He will be lit, taken down. 4 versus 2. Dignitas, they really want to hold on to those weapons, and AWP is not cheap. 4750, they're going to have to replace if they lose that. Hiding in bathrooms, respectable choice. Everyone survives to the end of the round. That was there before the bomb planted, or rather there as the bomb was planted. But Dignitas, they're struggling. They're looking for a round to work with, and they finally hit their max loss bonus. They're going to be making full purchases, armor, utilities, everything else in between. Flipside buying their full offensive gear, and they've got Molotovs on hand. If they're going to lose that economy, then it's going to take 2-3 wins in a row from Dignitas. And what's important about that last round, that is to say round number 9 from Flipside, is that they've hit more than the desired threshold of rounds on terrorist side. That is to say that they've already won the first half, basically. Rubino gonna get a little bit aggressive there. Will find World Edit with his aim. Markelov getting a refrag, and that's on a Tensky, but there is an HP disadvantage for the team. Rubino getting an overzealous blade. Just grabbing one frag and then bouncing back. Very nicely done. And MSL is being boosted here. You will see an entrance from B tunnels. Takes that down to 15 HP, and now all of a sudden, Flipside, it looks like their stuff is being flipped right now. I mean, Rubino's only gotten 2 frags. The rest is just a significant chunk of damage, but it's enough to pull them back for the time being. And that's KRB coming in for a flank. Last 2 players for Flipside Tactics are in a lot of trouble. Ten seconds to work with. It looks like their goal is to survive. They make no money off of this round. But they both got enough for full buys, so should they happen to get dropped, should be alive in this round. If they should happen to get dropped, I mean bullets to the heads and everything else in between, they should be able to afford a full buy next round, most certainly, most certainly. Blade, however, he's kind of the guy that would be the odd man out. Blade and Bondic look like they could be running into KRB here very shortly. But he goes back underground, and that's where Markelov is. He's about to in the corner, checking it for Tensky. Finds him, but he's immediately backpedaling. Rubino will get one, but he's immediately traded. Bondic does a nice job there. Config going to be reinforcing KRB, and he will get that frag. So back to 3 versus 3. Shara taking one down. Back to 3 versus 2, manpower advantage, firepower advantage, everything advantage for Flipside Tactics. Typically, you'd expect there to be 1-1, but right now, I mean, one on B site and one on A site, but looks like, yeah, okay, that's the way it's going. This is Recon now for Team Dignitas. They have information to work with. Will MSL make the hold happen? 35 seconds remain. A little bit of friendly fire there, unnecessarily as well. And now we got to see Bondic make that plant. He's waiting right next to Dumpster. He might be overzealous here. He might be over peeking that. Oh no. Oh my god. That was I don't know what Config was doing there. I think there was some kind of an issue that he may have had with his character model. He didn't want to reveal his position, but he looked away at that point, and no, he was watching the bank entrance. Sorry, the secret bank entrance, if you will. And he was looking in the wrong place at the wrong time, and that was the end of the round. And now Flipside Tactics, they're in a glorious position compared to that of Dignitas right now. Look at this. Money is nearly non-existent for our Danes. I should probably exit Curse. I'll do that shortly. I'll do it now. Sorry about that. Here we go. Push for mid. Superior firepower in the hands of Flipside Tactics, but they should not get overzealous by any means. Before the flashbang goes off, we do see Markelov start firing onto Tensky. Causes him to look away, which is very nice, but a little bit of a risky maneuver. He's fired blindly through that flash and confidently as well. Before it was gone, he didn't even know if he had a frag, but what was that from Bondic? It was a little bit confusing. I know he saw his target there, but he took a little bit of time to react to the Deagle firing. Bondic gets one to his name. Config is the last man standing. He's going towards bomb site A after having revealed his position at B. Markelov has the bomb, however, so if we see Bondic going down... Well, position revealed. Shadows reveal his position as well. I think even Config knew that, but he was forced into dueling into an undesirable position anyway. Unfortunate, but expensive win coming in from Flipside, and now Dignitas is back to what may be a soft or a hard eco. There's just no breaks for Flipside. I mean, they kind of came into this match a little bit warmed up, but at the same time, you know, here they are. They just got done playing against Na'Vi, and I won't give any spoilers to that, in case you guys are wondering. But Bondic gets one that's immediately refragged. Very nice trade there, although we do see Config down to 17 HP. White's decision to give the weapon to Rubino. He is the top fragger on the team right now. So maybe they're thinking, all right, well, you got the best aim. Why don't you take it?
Bomb has been planted.
Pre-firing each corner, KRB will be doing, and it looks like, you know, they haven't really invested anything into this round, save for a frag grenade, so that's why they're doing what they're doing. But Tensky has an AK in hand. It was dropped by Rubino. World edit, just very sneaky there. They were looking for, they're really looking for, I'm trying to think of his name. I think that was Shara, but they couldn't find him, and now it's all in KRB. He's trying to hold on to that AK. Unable to do it, and World Edit's going to get away with a double kill. Five M4s, all armors with no helmets coming in from the Dignitas side of things. It will be 4 AKs and an AWP and full utilities on almost everyone from Flipside, save for Blade. But I can't really determine why that is. At any rate, Config and Shara do get frags themselves, but Config was the refrag and basically essentially a trade. Not too much in the way of moves made just yet, although what was initially a heavy B stack looks like it could be a rotate towards bomb site A. 40 seconds remain, and they can't really deliberate much longer on where they're going to go. We're going to be seeing now Shara pushing into bomb site B, and that will be the remainder of the team headed towards bomb site A. Rubino just tossing out a flashbang out towards the middle of toilets, and that might help Tensky out a little bit, but there it is. He's in the duel. Markelov comes out on top. Rubino getting a nice revenge frag, however. And 10 seconds remain. They've got to clear out that bomb site and get the plant. Unfortunately, Rubino drops Blade, and it looks like this might not be their round. MSL and Rubino get them. Like, they were glad to be executed right there because it would have been better. It would have been better than allowing the clock to run down. But even so, Team Dignitas don't have a whole lot in the way of money to work with on this round, but they've got the weapons, which is the important thing. If I'm not mistaken, they had 3 players left at the end of that round, which is basically the bigger part of the story. Tensky kind of dragging his feet there with the frags on his team, really. There's no other way to say it. And, just loud and proud blind fire coming in from the Ukrainians at this moment. It's World Edit and Bondit getting some for their time. (4v3) now. We'll be seeing Team Dignitas perhaps playing a little bit more conservatively. I don't really approve of the position here from MSL as he's out in the open. But we do see that Markelov is ready to push into bomb site A. He's even tossed a smoke there, but MSL comes out on top of the pool. Will be Bondik, however, bringing it back to 2 versus 2. Config manages to get one more. It's Shara. And they've got to commit to a bomb site. The question is, which is it going to be? Is it going to be B or is it going to be A? This is, again, kind of them running down the clock like last round. And the question now to be asked is, will they take the final round of the first half or is it going to go to Team Dignitas? 30 seconds remain. Not that much in the way of time to work with. MSL very low, but we do see that World Edit manages to finish what Markelov started. Back in a bank. And that will be 12 rounds to Dignitas. I'm sorry, 12 rounds to Flipside, 3 to Dignitas. It tricked me just a little bit. But certainly worth considering that at this moment in time, Flipside must be feeling very confident against Team Dignitas. And Dignitas must know that they've got one hell of a mountain to climb, and this is an uphill battle. And they do not have the defender's advantage. They have to go venturing into the scope of Flipside tactics. World Edit might be picking his nose with his right hand. Never mind. That was a joke. But there it is. They're all just going to meet dead center here. It's 1 for 1 already. KRB for Shara. KRB continuing to blind fire. And Markelov is on Toxic. He's been called. Rubino gets 1 to his name. MSL gets another. And that's Rubino getting another all his own. It's now 1 versus 2. With all hopes on World Edit. He finds and finishes Markelov's target, MSL. It's now all on Rubino. He doesn't have armor either, so if he doesn't land a headshot, those aim punches are going to suck against him, really. He's got a kit on hand as well, and that will be... That's a pistol round to Flipside. Triple kill to World Edit, very nicely done. He was able to capitalize on that situation. So the very simple fact of the matter that he was able to catch them while planting. And he did a little bit of damage to Rubino at that point, but that wasn't where he got the frag. The big thing was that the bomb planter didn't deter from planting the bomb, and so instead he just it created a kind of an artificial or temporary 1 versus 1 situation. Then they split up, and that divided manpower, really creating a lot of trouble. Tensky now underground with a Deagle. 4 UMPs coming in from Flipside Tactics. They realize that this is perhaps where they should be trying to build a stronger economy, but very interesting choice of weapons coming out from the Team Dignitas side. Already purchasing AKs and dropping them for the players that think would be best suited for them. And in some ways, this creates an inadvertent firepower advantage, but at the same time, a couple of those players are very soft with only Deagles and nothing else to go with it. Tensky does have armor, full suit, helmet, and frag. Well, he had a frag until he tossed it just a moment ago. World Edit looks like he could be coming up on MSL here very shortly. But that was Bondik making some noise just now. He should be spotting 1 target. Takes a bullet. Blind fire through smoke. We will see 1 for 1 in the exchanges. 9 bullets remain. World Edit getting a second. Looking for the third, but shut down by Rubino. It's going to be now Blade taken down Config. He's looking for another on-site. Goes straight through the smoke at the last possible moment. 19%. The death cam revealed his position, but now it's going to be KRB taking down Markaloff. 2 versus 2. That's the name of this game. Fake on the plant. 30 seconds remain, but that'll be Shara abusing him. KRB drops it. Rubino, he's got to make those bullets land. He's going to have to make one headshot on the Shara. As unable to. And that will be the subsequent pistol round. Post-pistol round going to Flipside. And now, to avoid overtime, Dignitas are going to be forced to make a not-so-great buy. They're not happy with this, really. Looks like a straight up B rush, and they're ready for this. There's no Molotov coming in, but there are flashes, and they're just piling in. That's Shara getting a triple. Blade finishing what he missed as well. And now last man standing. Oh, that was just a straight bank builder coming in from Flipside. Not that it matters now. I mean, Team Dignitas? Jeez. We have to ask ourselves now, do we believe in miracles? They're doing it again, straight up B rush. And we've got a straight up push up mid as well, and that reveals information that no one is at that location. Beautifully placed fragmentation grenade as well as an incendiary. Combined firepower does take down 3 targets altogether. Blade could hear someone coming out of connector at water. Now bomb carrier is just going straight back through T-spawn. That's it. Well, we want to congratulate Flipside for their win against Team Dignitas, but it was really, in some ways, it was more one-sided than I was expecting it to be. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for tuning in. We'll be back very shortly with game number 2 after the short break. Don't you guys go away.